Hello guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is Divine Truth Tarot, and we're going to be looking into the energies today of your divine counterpart connections. Now, this, for those who are new watching, this is, I don't read for soulmates at this time. I read for twin flames, divine feminines, divine masculines. Can you be a divine feminine in a soulmate connection or divine masculine in a soulmate connection? Absolutely. But I read specifically for twin flames at this point in time. That can always change. And of course, I would let you know. And we had a great time. I did a live last night actually, over on Patreon, and looked deeper into the energies of the counterparts. But I wanted to go ahead, since you guys have been asking for more videos here on YouTube, I did want to go ahead and, while I had a few moments, tap into the energies today, because this weekend is bringing up, there's a lot of astrology going on in 2021. And this weekend is bringing up some anger again. Okay, guys, it's bringing up some discomfort, some emotional discomfort. It's bringing up some emotional pain. And a lot of you might actually be dealing with some very uncomfortable situations in your life, whether it might be with, family members or friends, finances, housing. There's all sorts of things that are coming up right now, things that you may have thought you dealt with, or you may have thought you mastered, and now you're realizing maybe I didn't yet master that lesson. So it's being sort of recycled one more time. And also what's going on is the feminine is really in her masculine power right now. So action oriented, really focused on career, really focused on mission, focused on work, and really focused on the present moment, which is really a beautiful trait of the masculine energy. And the masculines, the external masculine energy that you identify as your divine masculine in the physical, they are in the feminine energy right now for the most part. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, guys. If this is not your reading, it's not your reading. But for those of you who are resonating, stay tuned, because we are looking into your energies. So, solar plexus on fire, and I do feel like there's some significant solar flaring going on this weekend, as well, again, as the astrology, and also just the energies from the Pisces new moon that we had last weekend. They're still pretty ripe. And this is causing, like I said, emotional discomfort. Some old emotional traumas might be coming up, or you just might be dealing with situations that are honestly pissing you off. And so I want to look into the energies of what's going on in these connections. So calling on the archangels of the highest high, we're asking that you please be present for this reading. And Archangel Michael, please create a sphere of protection around this reading, myself and anyone watching. And also, please allow me to be a pure vessel of divine truth, divine compassion, divine joy, divine clarity, and unconditional love. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also calling in our star families, calling in my guides, my highest self, and calling in my ancestors. Right? So the overarching energy here is patience. So what does this tell us about these connections? Like, what does this tell us about sort of like where we are at on this journey right now? A lot of you, this is the Temperance card. So a lot of you might be feeling like, wait a minute, right? I've achieved inner union. I've achieved inner balance. And why isn't it showing up in the physical yet? This is what I'm picking up on here for a significant percentage of you watching. I don't understand. I've come into inner union. I've done the work. I've worked on myself. I have I've worked with healers. I've gotten readings. I've worked on myself. I've worked with my inner child. I've mended relationships with my family and with, and I've made, amends with exes or whatever that might be, whether in the physical or the spiritual realms. You've done your work, feminine. I want to remind you that your masculine is also and has also done their work. There's a lot of comments that I've been seeing lately in just the twin flame community about, well, my masculine is behind me. Why don't they just do X, Y, Z? Look, I get really tired of seeing those comments because A, you are one soul in two separate physical bodies. So you're basically trash talking yourself. B, they're not behind and you're not ahead. That's not how this works. Okay? They have been setting up this connection in the physical realm for a long time, changing their physical surroundings. Many of them have gotten divorces. Many of them are in the process of getting divorced. Many of them have left jobs that didn't serve them. Many of them have moved. Many of them have done all three of these things in the past year. You have to give your physical masculine credit. If you're not giving your physical masculine credit, you're not giving your inner masculine credit. And so you're essentially like shitting on yourself, right? Shoulding and shitting on yourself, right? I should have done this. I could have done this. Your masculine is doing everything they can, and they're being guided by their higher self, their highest self at this time. So if they're quote unquote staying away, or you feel like they're abandoning or rejecting you, and I know this is tough love, and I'm in my masculine energy right now. So this is going to come through as a little bit of tough love and probably more logic based than emotional based. But I want to let you guys know that this is coming from a place of love. I want to see you succeed. I want to see every single twin flame on this planet come into union in this lifetime, because that can only assist the collective. It can only guide us forward, okay, on this mission, this collective mission that we are here for on this planet for this brief period of time. It can only assist everyone on the planet. So I want all of us to come into union. When I say this, I'm saying I see this less as having patience, as more of having understanding for your counterpart and what's happening and what they've had to, the transitions they've had to go through in their physical lives to get to where they are right now. So if they don't come rushing forward to you immediately after they file for divorce, or immediately after they move closer to you, or whatever that case is, understand that it has nothing to do with their feelings for you or their lack of feelings. It has to do with them getting right with themselves, them really feeling like they're in a place or a position where they can actually offer you something, because they're not going to come in. This is not the same version. This is not the same masculine that you experienced last year or the year before. This is a different masculine coming in. That was a wounded masculine, a distorted masculine. This masculine is now coming in as a healed masculine. So they're not going to come in the same energy. They're not going to bullshit you. They're not going to go hot and cold. They're not going to come in if they can't commit. So that's what's happening, is they feel the pull, they feel the magnetization towards the feminine. And then they stop themselves. Wait a minute. I can't commit to her yet, so it's not fair. This is a queen. This is my divine feminine. So if I can't fully commit to her, then I should stay on the sidelines. They're watching you. I really feel this, guys. I feel this energy that the divine masculine is spying on you. They're watching you. And at the same time, they are not going to come in and make any sort of promises to you if they know that they're not in a position yet to deliver commitment and loyalty and devotion to you, to themselves, and to this connection. So they're working on devotion and loyalty to themselves, which will then overflow into devotion and loyalty to you and to this connection. So let's get a divine feminine card. Recognition and reward. Yeah, I believe this is the Three of Wands. So let me just double check. Three of Pentacles. I was wrong. Three of Pentacles. So this pertains to the physical reality, the physical world. Okay, so this is Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, being represented here. Represent. So we have the energy here of very much grounding your successes into the physical realm. This is exactly where I'm seeing the feminine at. The feminine is in the masculine energy. The feminine is action-oriented, task-oriented at this time. It's almost like the feminine saying, I cannot be distracted by the masculine right now. And so whereas you may have been so excited, overjoyed, flipped over, fallen over when your masculine reached out a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you're now in the position sort of authority. You're now like almost like an emperor energy with the feminine. You're now in a position where you sort of have tamed or balanced your emotions, and you're no longer feeling out of control when you hear from your masculine. And so this is throwing the masculine energy off, because they're realizing that they're not the only ones who've changed. They're realizing that you've changed because you're no longer chasing after them. So if this isn't your reading, guys, it's not your reading. But for those of you who are identifying as quote unquote being the runner, the masculine being the chaser now, I don't even like those identifications or those labels, but this is how we identify with them on this twin flame journey. So until I can come up with a better explanation, that's how I'm going to label it. Your masculine is pining over you at this time. And so those pining energies that you're feeling, 99% of you, it's your masculine, okay? Because you are very much in your power in the physical world right now. The masculine's very much in their emotions and their feelings and their feels. So this is actually the 5 of Wands. This has to do with the spiritual realm, the Wands spiritual realm, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. So we have earth and fire energy being represented here. I feel very much that these obstacles and challenges, it has to do with the masculine perceiving the feminine as very independent at this time. And the feminine she's not looking for the masculine. She's appreciating where she's at. She's appreciating any recognition or rewards that she's receiving. And the masculine's over here like, is this bridge broken? He feels like it's now an obstacle or a challenge to get to the feminine. Where before he felt like she was always there, he's now questioning. Even though his higher self knows that you're always there, his physical self is questioning, did I burn that bridge? Like, did I go too far this time? Did I make her wait? Did I ask for too much? So they're sort of beating themselves up at this time. They really are. And a lot of them are drowning in their sorrow, realizing even though they've left these situations, these marriages, these relationships, these jobs, they've moved to places that are better suited to them and to who they truly are, and they're finding their true self. At the same time, they're like, shit, did I miss the boat with my feminine? So I always see the 5 of Wands as battling with yourself. He's battling with himself at this time. And he's recognizing or seeing the feminine in her power. He's seeing you as the Empress, right? This is the Empress energy that comes after the Fool, after the High Priestess, then you have the Empress. So he's seeing you very abundantly, and you see that green heart chakra is lit up here. He really is feeling drawn to his Empress. He's really, really in his feelings, in his heart. His heart has been ignited. There's been a lot of heart chakra work being done on the masculines to open their hearts to this connection where they were very closed off last year. Some of you might even be feeling like when the masculine does reach out, you're going to be angry this year. You're just going to be like, seriously? And some of you might even be in your ego a little bit feeling like, well, you weren't there for me and I was there for you. So, no, like I'm not engaging with you. So that's going to be some ego work that you'll have to work through. Interesting. So we have the 7 of Wands and we have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords to me, is all about, there's some heaviness in the masculine energies. Remember to look at this as your internal masculine as well as the external masculine. So your internal masculine is definitely feeling a little trapped in fear, whereas your external masculine is like, dude, I'm pumped. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I've got this. And even if you're seeing, there is a lot of anger in the collective this weekend. So even if you're seeing or feeling, or you're okay, if you're seeing old circumstances pop back up and you're being tested and there's lessons again, understand that this is all an illusion. Okay, this is an illusion that you're trapped. This is about, because it's a Swords energy, it's about being trapped in your mind. It's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, air energy. So being trapped in your mind, not being able to escape your thoughts and feeling like, feeling dismal. So it's interesting that we have this energy of the feminine really being in her power with the 3 of Pentacles, which can also represent working together, by the way, in the physical, wanting to work with your counterpart or others, or other feminines in the physical. And then we have this energy of the 5 of Wands for the masculine seeing you as the Empress. But there is this fear energy that's circulating in the collective right now that I really feel this is more about the feminine, the inner feminine, and your divine masculine in the physical. This is more what the divine masculine in the physical realm is experiencing and your inner feminine. And then, yeah, the Seven of Wands. This is about not backing down, okay? Persevering and knowing that there are limitless possibilities in this world and that you can absolutely attain everything you want. This is about you not giving up on this journey. So those of you who are feeling like, and I've already received an email about that today, if you're feeling like you want to give up and you're feeling like you can't go on, this is your sign from the universe, from God, from your higher power, okay, from your guides, from me. This is your sign to continue on this journey. All is not lost, even if it appears to be so in the physical. Physical is still very deceiving, guys. I'm being told also, those of you on social media, get the hell off social media. Like if you're following your counterpart and they're posting pictures of their karmic or they're posting pictures of how happy they are without you, how is that doing you any good? Just block them, delete them for the time being, okay? There's nothing can be gained from that at this time. Tell me about what's going on in the 3D for the masculine's 3D world. Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning. Interesting. It's almost like the masculine, because we have the Three of Pentacles for the feminine, which can represent working together in the physical world, coming together in mission work. And then the masculine's like, I just want to let you know, my Empress, I'm just letting you know that I'm in the planning mode. So 2 cards here of patience. I am in the planning mode. Okay, I'm working to bring about more changes in my physical world. I've already made changes, but I'm working to bring about more changes, which will bring us together so that we can work together in the physical world. I think that's really important to understand at this time. And then this is actually the Four of Swords. So we have the energy of rest and rejuvenation. This is that energy of going within and really curling within yourself. There's a bit of protective energy here, self-protective energy that I see in the Four of Swords, but also an openness and a willingness to engage with nature, to engage with the divine, to engage with your higher self, your higher power, to assist you on this journey. So I feel like the masculine is, they're saying, look, I'm requiring some patience from you at this time, 2 cards of patience. And I want you to know that I am planning, that I'm not sitting on my laurels or my haunches. I am planning. And they're also letting you know that they're in this energy where they need to rest at this time. So they don't have the energy to come forward in the physical, because the swords is mental energy. So that's where their mental energy is. But in their heart space is the 2 of Cups. In their heart space is you. They are focused on this spiritual union. They are focused on their Empress. Fertility. They see you as a divine, fertile being. They see you as somebody they want to have children with. They see you as somebody they want to create with. They want to create this life with you that they never were able to create with anybody else. They know that this is possible now. So they're holding you very dearly and very closely in their heart space. So let's check with the feminine's physical world. What? That's a lot of cards. We're going to take these 2. So root chakra, interesting. You guys are both working. This is some mirroring going on here, because guess what? The masculine's working on patience and planning, okay? And the feminine's working on, guess what? This is about setting up your foundation in the physical world. This is about creating your stability. So you're telling your masculine, you know what? I'm doing the same thing. I'm focusing on my stability too, so it's all good. So the feminine definitely has her head turned away from the connection right now, but not her heart. Even if it feels like your heart is disengaged or you feel very detached, you're still very much connected to this union. We have the energy here of justice, balance being brought into these connections. So when I see the Justice card, what I think of primarily, guys, is I think of the justice, the divine intervention that's going to happen to bring these unions together. And look, this individual who actually is an angel with angel wings, right? Both twins gaining their wings. You've got the Pentacles, the Cups, the Swords, and the Wands. You've got all in your tool belt, all the tools in your tool belt. that you need to bring divine justice, not just to your connection, but for the world and to the world. Let's check in with the Moonology deck. Let's check in and see. Very interesting reading. The feminine is really working on bringing justice in the physical realm. So it's kind of, again, you guys, role reversal. You've swapped roles, and the feminine's now working in the physical realm at this present time, while the masculine works in the spiritual realm. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, the answers you need are coming. So full moon in Gemini, the end of a tough cycle. I'm sorry, full moon in, Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Gemini energy is air energy. It's the mental space. It's the head space. It's like, get out of your head. This is basically a card saying get out of your head, because all the answers you need are on their way to you. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing that you need to do extra at this time. All you need to do is trust that all the answers you need are not only within you, but they're on their way to you in the physical world. I feel like this is saying that the divine masculines in the physical are going to be delivering answers to the feminine in divine timing. And full moon in Capricorn, so earth energy here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So things are about to get a lot lighter in these connections. And I've really been feeling this energy for the month of April, guys. Spring changes, very, 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 very potent energy coming forth. What is it? April showers bring May flowers, right? So these, whatever may happen, even if it still looks a little sort of cloudy or rainy or stormy in April, by May, things are really going to have opened up. And I'm really feeling Easter. And I said this last year, I think in October, November, I was saying I felt this, and I'm really, really feeling this, that Easter is going to be very significant as a resurrection in these connections, just like the resurrection of Christ. So don't let pride get in your way. Look, full moon in Leo. So 3 full moons. Full moons are about the culmination. This is about the culmination of this energy. So don't be prideful, feminines, because we are in our masculine energy. I'm sure you guys can tell by my last few videos, I'm very much in my masculine power and sort of dominant energy, and also just extremely gung-ho, extremely action-oriented, task-oriented. And I'm not as much in my emotions, which honestly is a really nice reprieve from last year. It's been really nice to just have some space from the emotions, but the masculines are in their emotions now. Okay, card for the masculines. Conclusions are within reach. Interesting. The answers you need are coming. Another full moon card, guys. Look, full moon eclipse we have here. Full moon eclipse. Interesting. So I'm not sure the eclipse cycle, the eclipse dates for this year, but perhaps that's something worth looking into, guys, on your own. Is these eclipse cycles, I feel like, are going to be very significant for conclusions being reached. The masculine collective going, it's like an aha moment, and the light bulb being turned on for the masculines. Okay. There's going to be, the light coming in to, it's going to be shedding some light on the darkness for the masculines. And then for the feminines, please. A win-win outcome is forecast. Wow. Feminines, stay positive. These are all full moon energies. This is all about culmination. None of these are new moons or quarter moons. 5 full moon cards is so significant. I feel like this is saying that things are coming full circle. Things are coming to fruition. Things are coming to culmination. But the universe is asking for your patience. The universe is saying, look, just because you want something, you think you're ready for something. How many times have you felt ready for something and then realized later, oh my gosh, I was not even close to being ready for that, okay, for that next level. We are leveling up. I see this as a leveling up for the collective, and this is so powerful, guys. Conclusions are within reach. A win-win outcome is forecast. So the masculine is going to reach these conclusions that you are their 2 of Cups, that you are their Empress, and the feminine just needs to stay positive and focus on the desired outcome. I cannot stress this enough. It's so important that you stay focused on what it is that you want and not what you don't want. If you guys are after personal readings, I do have availability now for April. I'm booked up for the month of March. So if you'd like a personal reading, reach out to me at the email listed below in the description box. I offer my readings are not just readings. They're also coaching sessions. They're also healing sessions. So I'm really, really feeling called to offer these as more than just readings at this time. And they've always been more than just readings, but I'm being called to really state this and really communicate this to you. And if you'd like I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say. Awesome. They'll probably come back to me. I wanted to get one last card here for union. Confidence is your key to success. We do have one new moon card. Confidence is your key to success, a new moon in Leo. This is about new beginnings, new cycles that require strength and courage, okay, to really, really, really own who you are, divine masculine and divine feminine. So confidence for both of you. It's the confidence of the masculine to come forward to the feminine, and it's the confidence of the feminine to know that everything is happening in divine order. So let's go ahead and finish off the reading here by giving you guys a message from your divine counterpart. Thank you all for joining in. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Yeah, let go and all will work out. This is truly about surrendering the outcome to the divine, to God. You don't have to hold on to that, feminine. You don't have to hold on to the weight of trying to figure all this out. All you have to do, it's very simple. We make it very complicated as humans, but all you have to do is focus on yourself and your life and your joy, and everything else will fall into place. Because when you reach that moment where you reach inner union and you're satiated, that inner satiation you've given to yourself, your masculine will also realize how fulfilled they are. They will also reach inner union. Then they will reach out to you in the physical because they will have no choice but to do so. Very, very potent card here. Surrender to what is. It's like, stop trying to fight this connection. Surrender does not mean you're giving up. Surrender also doesn't mean I still check their social media. Surrender doesn't mean you can't reach out. Okay, there's no like hard, fast rules in this journey. You can reach out if you want to reach out. Just make sure you're in the right mindset with no expectations, which is challenging, and make sure that you're affirming what it is that you want as a desired outcome before you make that call or you send that text message. Bring in more playfulness. Yeah, the element of playfulness really wanting to come in for the springtime. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Have fun, feminine. Enjoy your life. Truly, truly bring back the joy. Let's get a card from the masculine to the feminine. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Be a friend to your masculine. Allow them to be a friend to you, okay, of supporting, playing that supportive role. So the romance can be fueled from the friendship, okay? The romance can spring forth from that friendship. Spring forth. See what I did there? So allow there to be a friendship. Don't, if your masculine says, I want to be friends, don't let that be a negative thing. You're rebuilding the trust in your connection. They're rebuilding the trust with you. You're rebuilding the trust with them. It works both ways. There's not a hierarchy in this connection. Whew. Well, feminine, you're being reminded that your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So I feel like that's another reminder from your masculine. Like, I'm already there with you. I'm already with you in spirit. These got all tangled up, but I wanted to get a message from the feminine to the masculine. Because I know I do have some masculines watching. Oh boy, okay, this is awesome. The Virgo in me is like freaking out. No! What happened to my perfect layout? Feminine's actually, the feminine's saying, because the feminine is very, very confident right now. Feminine says, it's all good. Wait. Don't rush into anything. Allow nature to take its course. Like, don't rush, masculine. I'm here. I will always be here. And all you need to know is that this is a destined connection. And the feminine is giving the masculine space here with this message to work on themselves, to work on what you need to work on. Because do you really want your masculine coming in just for the sake of being with your masculine if they're still very unhealed and there's still going to be a lot of triggering and you know, the rejection and abandonment wounds? Or would you rather be able to come together in a place and a space of just pure bliss and pure joy and balance? So really ask yourself that, feminine. I think that's really important. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm really being called to do extended readings. So I may actually offer an extended reading for this, which I just need to figure out how to use Vimeo. So, because that's where I think that's where most readers do the extended readings. So if you wanted to go into more detail, you can head on over to Vimeo. I'm kind of like 60% decided that I'm going to do it for this video, this reading. So whether I do or I don't, you'll know, because in the description box below, you'll see a link for the extended reading. And you can purchase that as a one-time fee. So just let me know, guys. And, well, don't let me know. You'll let me know by purchasing the extended reading. But if I do decide to do the extended reading, we're going to be looking into the energies just in more depth of what's really going on with the masculine, what's going on, what movement is happening in the masculine's world, and how this union is actually coming together, even if it appears it's not yet happening in the physical. So, okay, so have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you very soon. Take great care.